Just got off a great conversation with one of my clients in California talking about healing, but also talking about goals. So let's talk about goals really quick while it's 95 degrees here in the South. Whew, here's what you need to know about goals, right? This is how I do my goals. I have a little whiteboard in my room and I write my 1 month, my 3 month, my 6 month, my 1 year, my 2 year, my 5 year, and my 20-year goals. 5 year, 10-year, and 20-year goals. The reason why I do this, I will write how much by when with all of my goals. So today, being June 7th, if I was to do this, I would write my goals as July 7th, and then I would write, let's call it 10 things that I want to do. So I would look at this every single day. I write those 10 things, and then say July 7th comes around. If I've done 6 out of those 10 things, I take those 4 things that I didn't do, and I write those for my next 1 month goals. That would be August 7th. Those first 4 things, I would do those things first because those have now been technically on my list for 2 months. When that 3 month goal comes around, that 3 month goal sheet paper, right? And I go, oh, I wrote 10 things here. The due date was September 7th. Maybe I only got 5 of those things done. That's okay. I'm gonna carry that to my next 3 month goal sprint of what I want to accomplish. You do this over and over and over again. But I have my clients list out her goals and I put her on the spot. I feel kind of bad about it now. But I made her tell me what her goals are. And she told me a few good ones, but she was missing those 2 ingredients. She wasn't answering how much by when. If you can't answer something, how much by when, it's not really a goal, is it? If I say, well, I would just like to be in better shape, it's not really a measurable goal. But if I say, I'd like to drop 10 pounds in the next 3 months, and I want to go from weighing 235 to 225, maybe I'm more in elite running shape. And maybe another thing on my 3 month goal is I want to run a half marathon or a full marathon. Cool, those are quantifiable goals. How much by when? You always want to assign a due date to your goals, because if it's just some sort of weird platitude, random thing like, oh, I'd like to lose weight, I'd like to eat better, I'd like to feel better, I'd like to heal my chakras, I'd like to do this, right? I'm not putting anyone on blast because somebody did say that, but I need you to understand, if you're not answering how much by when and you can't quantify it and you can't measure that goal and there's not a date assigned to it and there's not checkpoints that you can also assimilate to that goal, it's not really a goal. And if you don't have your goals written down on a piece of paper in your room, I'm not trying to be David Goggins here, but holy shit, man, you don't have goals. If they're not written down and you don't look at them every single day, you don't actually have goals. They just live up here on some imaginary hamster wheel that doesn't really exist, and it doesn't help you. If your goals aren't written down, you're not looking at them in the physical world, they don't actually exist. Hate to break it to you. Go put some work in. Write your goals down. Get a chalkboard, get a whiteboard, go and do it. It's the most empowering thing I've ever done. And when I get up every single day, I look at those and I make progress towards those things. And the things that I keep writing down over and over again, month after month after month, I'm clearly procrastinating on those things. Doesn't mean that I self-sabotage. Doesn't mean that I beat myself up. It just means that those float to the top. And eventually I'm gonna get sick of looking at those things. And I'm either gonna do it or I'm gonna decide that I was never really gonna do it. And I was just writing it down there for whatever stupid reason, okay? Do this. How much by when, write your goals down. Shit helps, okay? See you guys in the next one.